In this video, I'm going to help you fix the disk unknown not initialized error, whether it shows up as disk 0 or disk 1. This issue usually happens because of a hard drive failure or corrupted MBR, master boot record data. So let's go ahead and move on to the solution. So we are going to use a tool called Partition. To download the tool, open your browser and search for MiniTool Partition, and then press enter. Click onto the first website that appears. I'll also include the link in the video description so you can directly access it. Once you're on the site, hover your mouse over Download Partition Wizard and you'll see a few options. We're going to download the free edition. After the download finishes, right-click the setup file and select Open. This will launch the installation wizard. On the installation screen, choose the second option that says Continue installing the free edition, then click Next. Then you'll see a list of tools included in the installation. We only need MiniTool Partition Wizard, so keep that one checked and untick the second option, MiniTool Shadow Maker Free, since we don't need it. Click Next. And once the installation is complete, go ahead and launch MiniTool Partition Wizard. This is MiniTool Partition Application Interface. Before we continue, I want to make one thing very clear. There is no solution or trick in the world that can fix this disk unknown not initialized error without formatting the drive. So please don't waste your time searching through Google or YouTube for a way to fix it without data loss. To begin, select your corrupted drive, the one showing disk unknown. Right-click on it, then choose Rebuild. Then click the Apply button. If small pop-up window asks to apply the changes, click on Yes button and it will apply a partition setting. You will see another pop-up that applied all the pending changes successfully, and click on OK button. Once that process is finished, your disk is now initialized. Now we need to create a partition on it. To do that, right-click on the unallocated space and select Create. Choose any drive letter you prefer. Make sure the file system is set to NTFS and then click OK. After that, click the Apply button, then click Yes to apply the pending changes. So at this point, we've successfully initialized the disk and created a partition on it. That's basically all you need to do. If you run into any issues while doing this, just drop a comment below and I'll help you out with more solutions. If this video helped you, don't forget to hit the like button and share the channel with your friends. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in next video.